Welcome back to the shop. I'm Greg from Masterson's Car Care, and today we're going to show you how to fix paint damage and scuffs on your bumper right here in the shop. Now, a customer brought in her car to get some products, and she had some paint damage and scuffs on the side of her vehicle. Now, she said she got too close to a wall and pole inside of her apartment complex, and her bumper scraped against the wall itself. Now, she thought that the whole bumper is going to need to be replaced or at least repainted. But after some inspection on the vehicle, I told her that this is a very common problem called paint transfer, and in the professional detailing industry, we see this all the time. So this is actually paint transfer, where your bumper or your body panel gets too close to a wall or a pole. And usually that wall or pole is painted, and right here it got scuffed right on the side of the bumper with what's called paint transfer. That's where the paint from the pole or the wall transfers over to your vehicle, and it makes it look like a scuff. Now let's come in and look at the damage on the vehicle. And right here on the corner of the driver's side bumper, the bumper got too close to the wall. Now this is very common when backing in and out or getting into tight parking spaces in parking complexes or apartment buildings. Now, as you can see on the video, there's multiple colors. There's a blue color and a white color. The blue color is actually from a pole, and the white color is from a wall. They're both very close together. Now, this looks like the paint is actually missing, but from further inspection, the paint is actually there. This is just paint on top of the original car's paint, and that's why they call it paint transfer. The paint transferred from the object, whether it's a pole or a wall, over to your car because he hit it and he got too close. Now, this is a very easy job to repair, and we're going to be able to repair this back to 90% new condition, minus a small spot on the bottom where the bumper is scratched deep. But other than that, we're going to be able to repair this. And we also noticed that the plastic trim over the wheel arch is also scratched. Now, we can't polish that out, but we're going to use some Masterson's Tire and Trim Shine, and we're going to make sure that that scuff is minimized so it looks better and the customer is satisfied. Now, today, to fix this problem, we're going to use our Masterson's paint correction system. Now, we developed a brand new paint correction system to restore all paints, new and old. Works on clear coat paint, also works on single stage paint and new ceramic clear coats. And it has our extreme cutting compound, our Masterson swirl remover polish, and we also have our clarity final polish. Plus, we're going to use a machine dual action polisher to get the job done so it gets a perfect finish. Now, all these products you can find on our website, mastersonswax.com, and if you want to learn more professional detailing tips to get your car looking great at home, remember, click that subscribe button and like this video. It helps our channel grow and helps us give the newest content right to you all the time right here on our channel. Now, let's get in close and let's show you guys the tools and the technique on how to fix this problem. Let's get going. So let's get to work. Now we're going to go ahead and fix this bumper damage quickly and easily using our Masterson's paint correction line of polishes. Now here at Masterson's Car Care, we developed a complete line of paint correction polishes, starting with our extreme cutting compound for restoring old or heavily damaged paint. And then right in the middle, we have our swirl remover polish, which is designed for removing swirls and scratches and restoring luster back to paint. And then the final polish we have is our clarity final polish. Now this is great for dark colors and black colors, which need restoration and gloss brought back to the dark colors. So if you have black, metallic black, or dark charcoal, or any dark or black base color, this is going to be a great final polish. Now, to team with these polishes, you can use these by hand, but to make the job go by so much easier, we're going to be using a Rupes Bigfoot Duetto dual action polisher, or you can use your favorite dual action polisher. I like this one because it's a small size, and we're just going to be working on the smaller area right here on the bumper. Now we're also going to be using an orange cutting pad, and we're going to be using this to pull off the damage on the paint and restore the clear coat. Now you can also use a rotary polishing machine if you like. The dual action polishing machine is super safe and easy to use. Now, when it comes to choosing the right product for this job, you can start out with the extreme cutting compound if the damage is light, but what I like to do is start in the middle at the swirl remover polish. That way, if this takes off the damage, great, we can move on to the next step. Or if I need a little bit more cut, I can step it up to the extreme cutting compound. Now, once again, you can pick these up on our website, mastersonswax.com, where you can get everything you need to get your car looking great and restore your paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my detail spray and I'm just going to clean the area. So I'm just going to spray this on the area, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down and wipe off any dirt. And as you can see, just by wiping, with the detail spray, it's actually not removing this paint transfer. This paint transfer is like embedded in the paint, and there's actually like micro scratches. We're gonna pull off the paint transfer, and it's gonna minimize the damage and make it look a lot better. So when you're driving the car, when you're looking at it, it's not gonna look as visible. So let's get started with our dual action polisher. So let's take your dual action polisher right here. We have an orange cutting pad right here, and I'm gonna take my swirl remover polish and let's shake it up. Now, this is an easy to use polish. You can actually do this by hand, super easy to do by hand. I'm gonna show you how to do it with a machine polisher. We're just showing you how I would do it at my shop. So we're gonna take about 4 light dots, and I'm actually gonna take this and rub it into the pad just a little bit. Now, as you can see, we're not buffing a huge panel right here. We're only buffing this small area. And since we're buffing the small area, I don't want the polish to sling and stain on the trim or get in the headlight crack. So I'm just spreading it out to concentrate the area that I'm cutting on. Now, also, this is a tip from the pros. We're gonna take our detail spray and we're gonna lube the surface, just one quick spray. And then we're gonna set our machine to speed setting 1. And we're gonna start spreading out the polish. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my machine, turn it on, and I'm just gonna spread it out. There we go. And you notice we got a little polish right here. It just wipes right off the trim. That's what's great about this polish system, is that it's safe around the trim, it's safe around the headlight. As I was showing you on the earlier video, this headlight has some paint transfer on it as well. So we're gonna have to buff on the headlight and the paint as well. Now I'm gonna take my machine and I'm gonna bump it up to speed setting 5. This is a 6 setting machine. I'm gonna bump it up to speed setting 6 on my final pass. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just work the machine on this, and let's see if this takes off the damage. Put my towel up here and let's start working. Okay guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and buff off the polish. And look, man, we're already making that good of a progress. That's incredible. I actually saw that the polish turned clear. So if you notice, the polish actually turned clear, and that means that the work time is done. And you notice, look how little dust. There's like no dust when you use this polish. It's great. I love our swirl remover polish. This polish in our shop here in California, it does like 90% of the jobs that we come in use this swirl remover polish. We really only have to use the extreme cutting compound on cars with very hard clear coat like Ford or Chevy, or if we have a very heavily damaged clear coat that's been oxidized for many years. Now, this Mazda clear coat is a little bit softer than a hard Corvette or a Ford truck clear coat. So our swirl remover is really cutting great with the orange pad. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep working a little bit more. I'm just so amazed with the results. This is just already a great job. The customer thought they were gonna have to repaint this whole bumper, but look, we're doing this very easily with our machine polisher, and we're restoring the original finish. When I do detailing, I'd rather restore the original finish than modify the vehicle. So this keeps the value of the vehicle up because it's the original surface on the vehicle. So I'm just gonna reposition myself and let's polish it again. Let's take some more polish, put it on here, and just put a little bit on there. As you can see, I just need to put a little bit on, and I like to just rub it in to the pad a little bit so we don't get that fling. I'm gonna add a little bit more as well. There we go. This is a low dusting polish, and it's a hybrid light compound swirl remover, so it actually polishes the surface, and you can use this as a one-step as well. I'm gonna put my machine back to speed setting 1 and spread out again. and we're gonna bump back up. And on this pass, we're gonna go with the speed setting 6 to try and remove the damage that we couldn't remove on the original cut. Okay guys, there we go. I'm gonna put my machine down for a moment and then let's go ahead and take our towel and inspect. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the area. And wow, already we removed like 90% of that paint transfer. That's really good. And I noticed we're getting to the amount of the limit that we can repair on this. And we've actually taken this whole area that was damaged right here and minimized it down to this little tiny scratch right here. It might be difficult to see on the main camera, but this little tiny scratch, if you guys can see that right there, that is where my nail grabs. And when you have your nail grabbing on the paint, you really can't repair that. That's where there's actual missing paint. So what we did is we removed the paint transfer, but that is actually paint that's missing from the vehicle. We can't add more paint on. But from a standpoint of repair, this is like a huge, great job. I think the customer is also gonna be very happy. So let me go ahead and grab a white pad. We're gonna switch from the orange pad to the white pad. We're gonna refine the finish down with the clarity polish, and then we're going to finalize it up with a nice coat of wax. We'll see you in a moment. So let's swap pads and let's change out to the white pad and do the final polishing step. So let's take off our orange pad. I'm gonna put that down. And then I'm gonna switch to a white pad. And the cool thing about buffing pads is you can use these over and over again. This is one that we used on our black Mercedes, and we can use it again on this vehicle as well. Just clean the pads thoroughly before you use on the next job. So now we're gonna use our Clarity final polish. Now this is great for metallic colors. This has a light metallic flake in there. It's also good for black base colors and dark colors as well. So let's take our Clarity final polish. I just shook it up, and we're gonna add just 4 dots. Look, just 4 dots is really all you need. With Masterson's Car Care paint correction line, less is more, and this is designed to give the shine and the luster back to the painted area. So let's once again take a detail spray. Let's just prime the pad. There we go. And you only have to do that once at the beginning. And let's dial my machine down to speed setting 1. Let's spread it out. And then let's turn it on spread. Now I'm gonna take my machine, I'm gonna bump it up to speed setting 6, and we're just gonna give a nice pass and brighten and luster back up the paint, and then we're gonna be good to go. Let's get going. So there we go, guys. Now we finished the clarity polishing step on the fender and the bumper with the Masterson's Clarity Final Polish. Now, this step is all about restoring the gloss back to the paint and making it look more original. Now I'm gonna take my microfiber towel, I'm just gonna give it a light buff and remove any last bit of polish dust or residue. And if you notice, because I used the proper amount, I'm getting like no residue on the surface. I'm really having to buff off nothing. And that's because the Masterson's paint correction line is designed with a new abrasive technology called nano abrasive. And nano abrasive cuts more efficiently, it works faster, and delivers better results. Remember, if you're detailing with a brand new towel, always go ahead and remove your tag. And then flip your towel to a clean side. And I like to take my detail spray, just spray it on, and just give it one final wipe. There we go. Now I'm going to inspect the surface and look, and we already achieved amazing results. As you can see on the camera, the only damage left is this one small scratch. And before, the whole entire panel right here was completely damaged. I can't wait to show you guys some before and afters at the end of this video. Now, you never want to go ahead and just leave a paint unprotected like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some Masterson's original CARNAUBA wax on the paint, and then we're also going to use some tire and trim shine right here on this fender to make it look and blend in original with these scratches. So I'm going to go hop over to the shop, grab some wax, some tire and trim shine, and an applicator pad, and we'll see you guys in just a moment. So now that we finished our paint correction and our polishing on the area and the whole damage is repaired, now we got to go ahead and protect the surface. Now, normally when I do a full detail like this and I'm doing some paint correction, I like to wax and protect the whole vehicle, but the owner today is limited on time. They just stopped in the store for 1 hour. They said I got an hour to fix this and get it looking great. So I need to wax the area that we worked on and protect it from any damage. Now I'm going to be using our Masterson's original CARNAUBA wax. I love this product because it's great when you're waxing your car and you're limited on time. This is the fastest CARNAUBA wax to apply on the planet. It's easy on, easy off, smells great, and it's easy to use. So I'm going to take an applicator pad right here and our original CARNAUBA wax, and let's first just protect the area that we polished. So I'm going to take our CARNAUBA wax. I'm just going to put 2 or 3 dots right on my applicator pad, and then I'm just going to spread it out on the surface. Now I'm just going to protect the area that I polished and a little bit of the fender where I polished and the headlight. This is going to make sure that that area isn't going to oxidize faster, because when you polish, you do take out all of the protection that was on the paint, whether there was sealants or there was wax on the surface. There we go. Now that I got that protected, let's go ahead and work on the trim area. Now I'm going to dress this whole piece of trim so it looks clean and new again. And the way we're going to do that is with our Masterson's Tire and Trim Shine. Love this product, and I love that it's actually a cream. So since we're doing a small area, I'm going to use our Pro Foam applicator pad, and look how I'm able just to put it in a nice little cream area. So let's take it and spread it on this area. And there we go. It's actually making the damage look much less visible. Remember right here with this damage on this fender, we can't repair the whole fender, and in order for us to fix that damage, you'd have to just put a whole new piece on there. But right there, just by applying this tire and trim shine, it's blending in the plastics and it's making it look new again. That's one thing about detailing that I really love, is it can make old cars look new and it can minimize damage. So we're gonna spread this out, and I'll spread it on the whole fender. But man, already just look at the difference we're getting on there. And the cool thing about this is that it's dry to the touch. It's no greasy feel. So I really love that this dressing can go on and be removed so easy. So now that I got the dressing on there, now we can go ahead and remove the wax. Now that's why I love our Masterson's original CARNAUBA wax, because this wax right here, easy on, easy off, and there's no dry time. So we're just gonna take a microfiber towel right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and buff it right off. So cool, right? No dry time. That way our customer can get driving back on the road easier and faster, and their car is gonna stay looking good. So if you're low on time and you wanna keep your car looking great for longer, man, this is the best way to get it looking good. Boom, there we go. And the cool thing about our CARNAUBA wax is if you get it close to this black plastic trim, or if you have black plastic trim on your car, don't worry, our Masterson's original CARNAUBA wax never stains black trim. So that's why I love it on all cars. So if you have a white car, a black car, a metallic car, remember, the most important thing to do with your car is protect it and keep it looking good for years. So our Masterson's CARNAUBA wax gets the job done all the time. So I'm gonna finish buffing it off and then let's inspect it, man, because I think the job is done right here. Yeah, there we go, man. Now our job is complete. It looks amazing. We'll get up close and show you guys some images of this because it seriously does look amazing in person. And it took this whole damaged area and turned it back into a great looking bumper. So there we go, guys. Now we finished the polishing job on this Mazda bumper and we removed and corrected all the paint transfer damage on the side of the car. Now this vehicle started out with paint transfer damage all on the side of this vehicle and on the headlight, but we were able to use our Masterson swirl remover polish to take it off quickly and easily using our Root Best polisher. And then to finalize the job, we used our Clarity Final Polish to get the job looking crystal clear. And the Clarity Final Polish brought back that slick feel and that deep shine. Now, since our customer's in a rush and we're trying to wrap it up and get her back on the road, we used our Masterson's original CARNAUBA wax to protect the surface. And now this paint feels super slick and we know it's gonna be protected. And then also to minimize the paint scuffs on the bumper and the side trim area, we used the Masterson's Tire and Trim Shine to restore the trim and make sure that it's protected from any scratches that are on the surface. Now let's check out some before and afters of this job. Here's the before. The paint transfer is deep on the vehicle and it goes all the way from the headlight all the way down to the bottom of the bumper. The customer said that they hit a wall and a pole, and that way we were able to take it off without hurting the original paint. Now after a few minutes of polishing, let's move over to the afters, and wow, check out the afters. It really is crystal clear and we're able to minimize all of the damage into this one single scratch. Now we knew that we weren't gonna get 100% repair on this. The only true way to get 100% repair would be to repaint the whole bumper, but we were able to get a 90% repair and restore it using just a few products and do it in under a few minutes. So now our customer is completely satisfied and they're not gonna have that big ugly paint scuff on their vehicle. So if you have a car and your bumper gets too close to a wall, a pole, a telephone pole, a mailbox, and you scrape it and you get some paint transfer on your vehicle, remember, don't worry. You can actually repair it using our Masterson's paint correction polish system and get it looking up to 90% new. And I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Check out all the other videos we have right here on our channel. Remember, we put out videos every week to show you guys the best tips and tricks on how to get your car looking great. And if you want to pick up our Masterson paint correction line, including our Extreme Cutting Compound, our brand new swirl remover polish, and our amazing Clarity Final Polish, just go hop over to our website, mastersonswax.com, and check out everything you need to get your car looking great. Now, I'm Greg from Masterson's Car Care. We'll see you next time, and always remember, have fun, stay clean, and keep on detailing.